So we can again do the same thing here. We can identify the slope and y-intercept by rearranging this equation. So I'm going to solve for y. So I end up with 2x plus 20 divide by 5. So I end up with 2 over 5 plus 20 divided by 5 is 4. So again, my y-intercept, or my slope in this case, is going to be the 2 over 5. Okay, and the y-intercept works out to be plus 4. Okay, so if I have a linear equation, again, I can make a table of values and plot a whole bunch of random points to get my pattern. But really, since this is in the slope-intercept form, I should just start with my y-intercept of plus 5, and I can then use the slope to draw this graph. So I'm going to go, my rise is 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2 across. I'll get a coordinate here. And I can go 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2 across, or I can go backwards 1, 2, up 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm generating a straight line relationship. And really, this is what I want. I want to know what does this pattern look like. Okay, what is this pattern in space? Okay, now this pattern also matches a table of values. Now I avoided using a table of values, but we have to remember that the table of values still exists. Okay, so there's a point at 0, 5, -2, +8, +2, +2, looks like, +4, -1, etc. So if I want to draw this graph, I could put it into the y-intercept form. I could make a table of values, but since it's in the general form, I could do this in another way. So again, I could just put this into y equals form. However, with the general form, what's a useful strategy is to plug in 0. So I'm going to plug in x is 0. When x is 0, y becomes 5. Okay, when x is 0, -5 plus 5 equals 0. The other thing I could do is make y equal to 0 and solve for x. When I solve for x, I end up with, I have to move the 5 to the other side, so -5 divided by 3. So I get -5 over 3. And so this is a strategy for graphing points in general form. So 0, 5, my y-intercept, -5 over 3, so that's going to be right about here. Okay, -5 over 3. And that's going to give us 2 points on the graph. We could also solve for y. Okay, so y equals, okay, y equals 3x plus 5. So the slope here is going to be 3. So we know that, there's a point here, there's a point here, there's a point here, which lines up with that intercept point as well. And we can draw in our graph using those coordinates. Okay, and there's my straight line relationship. My slope of 5 over 3 shows up in here. Okay, sorry, not my slope of 5 over 3, my slope of 3 shows up in the slope triangle made with the intercepts. Okay, and so we can look at it like that, or we can see a slope triangle of 3 that way as well.